Aries, welcome Aries. How you doing? Don't forget your weekly reading is on Saturday nights, Saturday during the day. So you want to check out this channel in order to see that. Let's just see what's going on. We've got the emotional side and the money side. This is the week 1, 2, 3, and 4. The combining of the two, the overall energies and the karmic message here. So let's just see straight away what's going on. The overall energies for you. It's a very calm energy, actually, and I think this is probably what you need to emit throughout this month of being almost keep calm and carry on in a way, sort of scenario. Yeah, I think you're going to see things for what they are, and when you see things for what they are, you're going to be, you're going to be able to sort of calculate your your life going forward. And it's going to help you to sort of stay that calm and collective when others around you might be losing their heads. So, yes, keep that inner vision and use your intuition. And it's going to heighten your intuition because there's various things going on, which I went into on the collective readings, where Saturn is going to be in your sign during this month, I think. And that's going to provide almost sort of a very practical side to you, really. Let's just see what the karmic message is for you on the relationship side. Temperance, not as in the card the Temperance. Well, it could be the card the Temperance that's coming up for you, but it's almost, yeah, patience. I don't think it's patience. I think it's patience with the world. That's what it is. Patience with the world outside you, around you. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's feeling stuck in a way. I think it's more of a case of things are moving a lot, and it's almost, I think here is your karmic message here is within your relationships that are around you. I think it's a good idea that you remain almost very constant. It would perceive to be stuck as if you don't really move. It's that keep calm and carry on sort of scenario. In the first week here we've got it's almost as if you're looking around everywhere. What's going on here, what's going on there, what's going on here, being very attentive of the world around you within your relationships. And it's, yeah, so it's gradually tying it into yeah, you might well find your love here, I guess. That could be for certain. Some of you within the chaos of the world, you might find the one person for you. But I think it's a case here of sort of like, as you're looking around, you're trying to tie up both sides of the scenario. So if you've got a good friend, a couple, or your partner, or a family member, that they seem to be running around and getting a little bit hectic, having a bit of a burnout sort of situation. It might be where you can sort of see both sides of the situation for the person, and that's where you can really help them to marry both sides. So this is where this calming aspect will come into play, where you can be a calming aspect to your partner, to your family, your friends, and etc. Let's just see how the second week's coming in for you on the relationships. This is, after that calm, comes the storm normally, but it's not that. It's more of a case of the following week you're going to feel almost elated, almost like you're going to receive a lot of attention. Basically, that's what it looks like. Yeah, because you're going to have that clear thinking, and people are going to turn to you for guidance or reference to what is going on and how one should be, and etc. And with that clear thinking and that intuition that you've got, it's going to provide you in the situation where you're going to feel like you're receiving a lot of attention. You're going to enjoy it, I think, because it's going to be very practical attention as well. This could be through your partner, your friends, your community, anything like that. Let's just see how that's going on the third week. This is much more relaxed than the first 2 weeks. I think this is where the realization, it could be like by the third week you've really fallen in love with someone. This could be for some of you. So if you have fallen in love with you, you're going to feel like it's going to be an absolute perfect, beautiful victory. It's going to get you unstuck. And I think this week here is almost like by the end of the month, you're going to start thinking, well, this could be the one. We should take this further, as it were. But for others, I think it's going to be more a case of where you will turn into that reference, almost like that what's in the monthly reading in the collective, like that teacher side of that practical side, but going out there and doing it, getting things organized, getting things moving within the community and the friends that are around you. Yeah, it's going for the longer term plan. So there is, the planting of seeds for future possibilities within your life. And I think this ties in beautifully with if you meet up with your love of your life, as it were, in the first week. This could well sort of happen by the third, fourth week, where you really start thinking, we should be doing a lot more, really. We should be moving in together. It could be quite quickly, actually, for you. Maybe a little bit too quick, but you've got to be sure about that long-term plan. For others who are in that position of reference, as it were, for others, it's providing that sensation in an ever-changing world where you're going to be the one who's going to give hope and direction for the longer-term plan, how we rebuild the trust between people and etc. Okay, we'll come to the last week at the end. Let's just see what's going on your money side. So on your money side here, there's a lot of movement here. Be quick and ready to change direction or tack, as it were, in life, in your financial world. Yeah, getting ready for that journey. That's sort of thing. It could be a card of procrastination, so be careful of that. But at the same time, it's about things that are changing around us, things that are coming in and going out, and we're not really going anywhere as such. The desire to get out there is definitely there, but maybe it's a case here where you have to be a little bit patient this month. And just be ready to adjust really over the coming month. Let's just see what's going on in the first week. There's opportunities to be had for those of you in the good opportunities. There's opportunities to be had if you're looking for a job or opening a business and stuff like that. This should be a good time for you. You should see I would say an increase of income for you more than anything else in this beginning part of the week, in the beginning part of this month. And it seems like it's coming towards you like a beautiful pentacle, really. Let's just see what's going on. Well, you've got the Hierophant there, so it is a case of maybe moving into a job. Some people will be moving into a job, getting to a position where you've accepted a job, or your job is going forward, and you've got to be in that position of, very similar to this side, of almost like a teacher and stuff like that, built upon knowledge of how to get there, and keep everyone on the straight and narrow. But it is you're going to have to at some point, and I think this comes out later on in the week, how to readjust yourself for the ever-changing environment, but just realizing how we normally do things, how we normally get things together. Let's just see how what's going on in the second week. This is all to do with choices. I think in the second week you're going to have choices to be made in accordance to your job, your business, or your projects. Choices to be made. Not necessarily easy, difficult ones, but it's going to need your passion. This is what I'm saying here. I think this is where it's going to come out a lot better in the end of the month, a lot more vibrant at the end of the month. I think this is, if you put your passion into something, when there's a slight sort of change and an understanding in the first week, this is probably what this card is really all about. an understanding of how things work. Once you get that sort of understanding of how things work, then you can really put your passions into it. There's no doubt about it. And Libra season is a really good season for you. You know, your earth goes on your waters. Also, your fires of Aries mixes beautifully with the air of Libra. And it should be quite a passionate month for you, a very practical month, I think, for you going forward. Let's just see what goes on the third week of this. This is where you've got to put plans into action. So this is where you understand the situation. This is where you get your passions going. And eventually, this is where you get the plans going forward. Yeah, harmony. There's nothing better for Aries when they're actually doing something, when they're actually working to a plan. Once they're working to a plan, they're as happy as they're like pig in muck, as they say in English. You know, you're going to find this sort of harmony and this free space for you. I don't know why I need to say you that, but that's apparently you need to see that. You are the emperor, and this is it. I think you're going to find a very harmonious spot within the working world that is around you. Let's just see what goes on the final accumulation and how it leads into November. Well, this is where you're going to have to stand up, actually. As things work through and both sides, where you start to gain a bit of respect, I think, because that's the main thing that's going to be coming out of certainly the financial sort of side, but also the opening of honest communication and starting to trust one another, I think is going to come out on this side. And with this all coming up, there's going to be pressures from the outside world, from the human matrix, as it were, that are going to put pressures upon you in order to sort of like toe the line. And maybe it's not the line to toe. And this is where you need to rediscover your golden fleece. If you don't know anything about the golden fleece, the story of the golden fleece, we'll go into it in your book on the Astroflower. It's all about you. And you should have this moment of trying to sort of almost saving the world, I think, in a way, up in this sort of section here. So you've got the Two of Wands. It is, yeah, planning a different journey. Looking at the world around you and sort of saying, do you know what? I'd like to do this slightly differently. And planning that and putting those plans into place. I think it's going to make you feel very empowered, actually, this planning stage at the end of October, beginning of November. Because we have the lunar eclipse that comes in on the 9th of November, and the solar eclipse comes in on the 23rd of October, and the lunar eclipse comes on the 9th of November, if I've got it rightly. But this is this whole transition period. At the end of October, there's this transition period where we move from the unseen to the seen, and everything gets it becomes things become a lot clearer, I think, after the 9th of November. So there you go, Aries. Now that's your reading for for October. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.